to GTA 5, and today we're gonna talk about the Ramp Buggy. Ramp Buggy came out a few years ago. I think it was around 2016, if I'm not wrong. It was first time we got like Pegasus vehicles pretty much in a garage, so they pretty much need to have a special garage. So to own a Ramp Buggy, you need, of course, to have a cargo or a import-export kind of garage. So pretty much back in the day, people and eventually me got real disappointed because the car eventually exploded after driving through some few cars. Eventually the number I remember was 35 cars. But you know, this week it only cost like 1,200,000. It's definitely cheaper than what it usually costs. So eventually it cost 1.2 million. Normally it costs 2.4, so it's over 50% off, or it's pretty much 50% off. You also at the same time you have the scramjet. It's also some percentages off, so it is pretty much 1,000,000%, like pretty much, yeah, million off. And then you have the Kanjali. Definitely recommend to have that tank if you don't have it. Really good, pretty much the best of the three tanks. Then you have Akula, amazing. It's pretty much a better version of a Buzzard. Definitely good. It's really good for cargo. And then you have Volotov. Really don't recommend because it doesn't have a radar, as I have heard. I never owned it, but as I have heard. But whatever. And of course, vehicle hangar, or the hangars, they are also way cheaper this week too. So pretty much I take and recommend for people who don't have an airbase hangar, you should definitely get one. So pretty much in here in the city costs under 1 million. But for that price, I will not recommend. I will straight go for one in the military. This one I have, it costs now 1,040,000. So it only costs like few 100,000 more compared to the one cheaper one. It is just like around 500,000 more. But the cons, it's more pros than cons in the military base, because first you have access to F-16 jet, and second of all, you don't need to worry about griefers, since griefers are gonna get taken by the military. But whatever, look back to the Ramp Buggy, and I have full upgraded everything. So pretty much so far I've gone over 30 cars. I have counted, lost the count, but I pretty much have gone through over 35 cars, and I'm gonna continue this till I get to the city. I also gonna try out the tanks on it, pretty much altering tanks. So I drew under the tank at least 18 times. The third time I went under it, it literally destroyed the wheel or put the wheel out. But I keep driving to check out, and eventually in the end I got either 18 or 20 times under before the Ramp Buggy couldn't drive or couldn't steer. So pretty much what later I did, I just took and put the tank on top of it. Eventually I took and drew the tank over over the ramp buggy to see if it did anything, but eventually I just stood on top of it because that's the most effective way to destroy a vehicle with a Rhino, and this is how it sounds. And that sound means that it begins to crush and the vehicle gets pretty much begin to take a lot of damage. But eventually the Rhino, what it did, it just put the whole ramp buggy through the ground. It popped up both of the wheels of the vehicle, and eventually the vehicle was undrivable. But you could sit in it, so that was pretty cool. But eventually in the end I was trying to see really how much more the car could take. And eventually the Pegasus said the vehicle was destroyed. And the vehicle wasn't even exploding, so definitely take a good punch. The real question is now if the vehicle is worth to buy or even worth to give it a second chance. And my answer is yes, because the vehicle, they really fixed the vehicle where before it can only take like 35 vehicles. Now it can take way more. It can take pretty much the Rhino Tank, the tank that's like most known for exploding cop cars, because the cops were keep ramming in the tank, and that's how you actually got defeated by the cops. Eventually took a lot of punishment from that thing when it's destroying like cars. But eventually this car is not only good to do like missions, say for example sell missions and stuff, it's also pretty fun to joke around. Like you can do crazy like ramping stuff, like driving towards each other. But yeah, here I'm gonna show you some clips of me and my friend Ryan doing some funny stuff.
Count with me, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it exploded!
5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh my god.
9, 10. That's how we count. Son of bitches. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
How the fuck?
What kind of car is that? يلا شوف الاختبار. شوف.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm dead.
So this is the end of the video. I will just say thank you so much for watching, and if there are more vehicles you want me to test out and see if they are still good in 2020 compared to like back in the days, just type it under the comments. And further from that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe and like. See you next time. Bye.